Are there any more kids who want to join in on the reading? You can just take a seat right in front of us, please. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Now we're going to hand it over to Parul, so if we could still have everyone's attention to the front, please, and try to quiet it down as much as possible. We really appreciate it. I know everyone's excited to get some good food and everything. We have one more very special reading that's about to happen. And Parul here is going to explain the meaning of Diwali and have a conversation with the kids. So Parul, what do you think? I'm going to stay here with the mic and go to the kids. As you might
that would be awesome.
All right, sounds great. All right, everyone, are we ready to learn about Diwali? Yeah? All right.
All right. Can everyone hear me okay? The echo is not too bad. Okay, great. So, I kind of feel like the Indian Mr. Rogers right now. Do y'all know who Mr. Rogers is? No. So he used to tell lots of stories to kids. He had his own TV show. But I'm here for Diwali, okay? And so are we, right? We're here for Diwali. So I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about why we celebrate Diwali. And one of my favorite things when I was little to learn a topic was to play the who, what, when, where, why, and how game. And so I made these little flashcards, and we're gonna go over who, what, when, where, why, and how for Diwali, okay? So, we're gonna start with who. Who can tell me who celebrates Diwali? Raise your hand and then Ankil Bhai will come with the microphone. I'm gonna pick Mia. He's gonna bring the mic. Who celebrates Diwali?
Me!
You do! Awesome! So that's one person. Who else as a group celebrates Diwali? Shavik.
Me and my friends.
You and your friends. Yeah, great. Jamin.
Indians.
Great. I'm so happy you said that. Jamin said Indians. So he's right, but it's not just Indians in India, right? Because what are we? We're Indians in America, and there's Indians everywhere, right? There's Indian people, there's Indian people in the United Kingdom, in Australia. They're all over the world, okay? So Indian people everywhere celebrate Diwali right now. And since we live everywhere, all over the world, the whole world right now is celebrating Diwali, right? Okay, so now, normally, a lot of people think that just Hindus celebrate Diwali, but it's actually a lot of different types of people in India originally celebrated Diwali. Jain people, Sikh people, and even some Muslims and Buddhists celebrated Diwali. Yes. Yeah. So, hold on one second, okay? I'm gonna ask more questions, I promise. So, in Hinduism and the area we come from, which is where in India? Do you know what area we're from? Gujarat, yes, good job. So Gujaratis typically believe that Diwali represents the return of Ram and Sita and Lakshman after 14 years of exile from Ayodhya, which was their kingdom, okay? In Jainism though, Diwali marks the Nirvana, which is a spiritual awakening. And then in Sikhism, which is another religion, it honors the day that Guru Hargobind was freed from imprisonment. So a lot of different Indians all over India can believe in different reasons for the celebration of Diwali. But because we're Gujarati, we believe it's the Ram and Sita and Lakshman's return and the festival of lights, okay? So I'm gonna go on to my next section. What is Diwali? Okay, I'm gonna pick Anaya because Anaya hasn't had a chance to speak yet. What is Diwali? Yes.
The festival of lights.
Great. So I'm so glad you said that because it literally means a row of clay lamps, basically. So Diwali, the word comes from a word called Deepavali. So Deepa is lamps, which are clay lamps that you see, and Vali is the row of them, okay? So many people in India will light these diyas outside their homes and even inside their homes to protect against negative energy, okay? And bad spirits. So does anybody know, actually we're gonna get that to win. So tell me, can someone tell me what the diyas represent? Kabir.
Good always wins over evil.
Perfect. So the diyas represent the victory of good over evil. Some people also say knowledge over ignorance and love over hate. Okay? I'm gonna move to the next one. Did you have a question, Nicole? Okay.
It means the victory of Ram and Lakshman over Ram.
Yes. We're gonna get to that soon, but I'm so glad you said that. I've got a little surprise for y'all at the end, and we're gonna talk about Ram and Lakshman and even Ravan, okay? Hold on 1 second, guys.
All right, and hey, as we continue this, everyone, if we just humbly request those in the back to please keep it quiet as we try to listen up here. We'd really appreciate it. We'll have plenty of time for talking and mingling and socializing later on, so let's try to keep it a little quiet back there, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, so our next card is where, and we kind of talked about this already, but where is Diwali celebrated? Mira.
Diwali is celebrated in India.
Yes. So Diwali is the largest holiday that's celebrated in India. You know how we get Christmas off and we get certain holidays, Christmas Eve and New Year's off? That's how it is in India. They get the day off, they celebrate, it's a 5-day festival. Can anyone tell me what today is? Veda. Dhanteras. Sorry. I forgot to wait for the microphone for you, I'm sorry. So yes, today is actually the first day. So I don't know if you guys did this, but a lot of us did the puja where you wash the coins, and then today's the day where we basically ask the goddess Lakshmi, who's the goddess of fortune and wealth, to bless our homes, bless our businesses, and we pray to her. Okay, so today's Dhanteras, and Dhanteras, we're gonna go over the lunar calendar in a little bit also, but just so you know, today's Dhanteras, and tomorrow, does anybody know what the second day of Diwali, which is tomorrow, what is that gonna be? Anybody? Do you know? Okay, what's tomorrow? Do you remember? Yes, Kali Chaudas. Okay, so tomorrow's Kali Chaudas, and then what's the third day of Diwali? It's Diwali, yeah. And then the fourth day is what we call, yes, you do say Sal Mubarak, but it's,
Happy New Year.
yes, Destu Baras is what we call it. And then the fifth day, not a lot of people remember this day, but it's Bhai Beach, yes. So a lot of kids don't know it because y'all don't celebrate it quite yet. But Bhai Beach is typically when a daughter gets married or a sister, they invite their brothers back to where they live now to visit them and ask for their blessings. And that's how they celebrate that fifth day. Yeah. So, where? We did where? Sorry. We did when, right? Okay, so we're gonna go on to why. And no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Guys, I'm old. You have to jog my memory.
We don't. We didn't. We didn't.
Raise your hand if we did why. We didn't do why yet. Okay. Why do we celebrate Diwali? Can someone tell me why? Esha.
Wash away the bad things.
Yes. Esha said so we can wash away the bad things. And that's actually a great great metaphor. That is what we're doing. These 5 days, we're sort of cleansing. We do different rituals, and so why is very different for each individual family. There's no real correct reason, okay? So if you believe in a certain thing, you go ahead and do Diwali your way, okay? A lot of families will do like a whole prayer and puja and sing songs. Some people light divas and decorate their houses. So there's a lot of different whys. And some people in India, they have different reasons for celebrating Diwali. Some of us, like I said, we celebrate because of the story that Ram and Sita and Lakshman came home. But other people in India believe that Krishna defeated, you know, I'm gonna mispronounce this, but it's Narkasura. And then other parts of India believe in other reasons to celebrate Diwali. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Today we like donate money to give to people who like don't have enough money, so they can buy things that they need.
Yeah, so part of Diwali is also giving. So during the 5 days of Diwali, a lot of people donate and make their donations too. Not just because you want Lakshmi to give you good fortune, but you want the goddess Lakshmi to bless your home so that you can give to others as well, right? Yeah. And now how do we celebrate Diwali? So we're celebrating now. What are some examples of how you celebrate? How do you celebrate? We party. Okay, that's a good one. How do you celebrate? We dance. Yes, we just danced, right? That's a good one.
We celebrate like how like we eat like food, like Indian food.
With Indian food, that's a great one. That's why I'm here.
We like diva.
We like diva. That's a great one.
We flip water bottles.
Some people flip water bottles.
We need you to do that for the talent show next year, okay? Yeah, we have to now.
So to finish off this part, there's no right or wrong way. And if your family has a special tradition that you guys do, that's part of your celebration for Diwali. But you guys are also able to create your own new Diwali traditions, okay? And that's what we want. So now if Kapil wants to create the bottle flipping tradition, he can create that tradition for his Diwali, okay? So these are all gonna be on my table. Y'all can come check them out if y'all wanna read them for yourselves. But I've got a little something for you to take home as well, okay? So, and I do wanna go over these. At the end, I'm just gonna go over one together with everybody, but just for the parents out there, you're going home with these flashcards, and Sita, goddess Sita, always goes on top, okay? So I just want you to know that it will go in chronological order in case it ever gets, you know, like messed up, but it sort of takes you through the story of Sita, okay? So Sita is an avatar of goddess Lakshmi and the wife of who? Ram, that's right. And then, so the demon king Ravan wanted Sita for himself and made a plan to kidnap her, okay? So then we go on to Lord Ram. So Ram is the 7th avatar of Lord Vishnu and the older brother of Lakshman. They were sent away to live in a forest by their stepmother who wanted her own son to be the king instead of Ram. Do you remember the kingdom's name? Ayodhya. Yeah. So Lakshman, one day a golden deer appears, and the story goes a few different ways, but in one of the stories, a golden deer appears and Sita begs Ram to capture it. But really, it was a demon in disguise and tricked both brothers to go after it. Before he left to help Ram, Lakshman drew a protective circle around Sita. This is really famous, with his sword, okay? Sita was not to leave that circle so that she could get the benefit of the protection, okay? But after Sita was left alone, Ravana showed up disguised as a hungry beggar, and she took pity on him. So he tricked her to leave the protective circle and to bring him food, and that's when he transformed back into a demon. So Ravana kidnapped Sita and flew away on his chariot to his island fortress called Lanka. Ram and Lakshman began their journey to search for Sita, and they had the help of Hanuman. He's the son of the Monkey King. So he was tasked with helping the brothers to find Sita, and he used his magical powers to lead the monkey army to Lanka and fight Ravana's demon army. So Ram and Ravana face off in a final battle. Every time Ram cuts off Ravana's head, a new one grows back. So Ravana was known to have like magical, crazy, you'll see him sometimes depicted with 10 heads, okay? So this continued until Ram finally used a magical arrow to pierce Ravana's heart, finally defeating him. News spread throughout all of India that Ram defeated the evil demon, King Ravana, and saved Sita. People lit lamps in their windows to light their way back home and to celebrate the win of good over evil. So these are your flashcards that kind of give you this story. If you need a little reminder, every year you can remind yourself of how the story goes. And then there's a few little flashcards that take you to Dhanteras and why we celebrate Dhanteras, Kari Chodas and why we celebrate the 5 days of Diwali. Okay, and then there's just some fun ones too, like what a puja kari has and what rangoli is, and then just a little, you know, flashcard about sweets, all the sweets that are made during Diwali time. What are some of your favorite sweets?
Cake.
Cake? What's a favorite Indian sweet? Laddu, yes. I think there's one of my favorites today. What's your favorite Indian sweet?
I forgot what it was called.
You forgot what it's called. Is it round and brown? Looks like a donut? Gulab jamu. You, what's your favorite? Chocolate. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so thank you so, oh, what's your favorite? Burfi, I love burfi too. All right, so if you guys can come up to me, I'm gonna give you your flashcards. If you can give it to someone, whatever adult that's responsible in your life. If you don't have one, I'll be your responsible adult. Thank you guys, happy Diwali.